Alright guys, I'm getting just the last touches here setting up, so bear with me for a second. We're going to need random.org, aren't we? Let's get that started. Okay. Alright, so I don't even know who's in here yet. Looks like no one's watching yet. So I'll wait for some people to show up and then I'll explain the order that we're doing everything. In the meantime, I'll just kind of straighten some things up a little bit. Actually, that's fine. Leave all that as is. Cool. Okay, cool. So I see a couple people are here now. We have several breaks to do tonight. There are 7, if I count correctly. So we have the 2 cases that you can see in the background. And then we have these two individual leaf bat boxes. We're just doing one of those tonight. The other one is yet to fill. Richard, I think, are you in some of these? You might be in some of these. I don't even know what list I'm showing right now. Let me see. I need to pull up the right list. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the bats first. So we'll choose one of these boxes and we'll randomize and then we'll open that up. We're kind of going to do it in order of what's going to break fastest. So the bats first, and then we'll do the quarter case breaks of archives. Actually, I'm going to do those last because those aren't very full yet. We'll do Optic half case next. So let me see what's open still. Bats 2 is full. Then we've got archives signature half case. That's got some teams left. Bunch teams left in both the quarter case for that. And then we've got Optic half, which is almost full. There's 3 teams left on that. Optic quarter 1. Optic quarter 2. Those are both pretty close to full. And I think that's it. So here's the bats one. Alright, so we'll start with bats. Cool, Richard. Hopefully you'll hit something nice. I do appreciate it. I saw some people bought a lot of teams. I know a couple people bought some teams just to help out, help fill these breaks, which is awesome. That's incredible. I love the hobby community for that kind of thing. So I'm really appreciative of that, and hopefully you will be rewarded with some good hits in those teams. So let's go ahead and get started here. We'll randomize these first. So we have the teams and the one non-team option here. And let me actually get the browser up so you can see the randomization. There it is. There you go. Alright, so let's randomize real quick. And I will try and watch chat. With so much going on right now, though, I may miss something in chat, so I will check back occasionally and try and watch it on screen. There's just a lot of cases, a lot of breaks that are actually still open. This one's actually closed, so we can run it while the other ones are still open. So that does mean you can pick up teams still. You can pick up one of those remaining 3 teams in the Optic half case. And if you want to get a discount, go to CW Breaks on Twitter and look at I think it's a pinned tweet. The responses to it, I put a couple of discount codes. So you can actually get up to 20% off, I think, if you combine those. Anyway, we always randomize 5 times, so I'll randomize this 5 times. And then what we'll do is, let's see, if the non-player ends up in the second half of the list, then we'll do the box on the right. The bat box on the right. And if it's in the top half, then we'll do the one on the left. That just makes it easy. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and I do want to point something out real quick. Oh, sorry. Let me go back to that so you can see it. Here's the team list. Let me put this in place before I go off this real quick. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. That's why. Okay, there's our teams. And let me show you something really fast here. This is kind of interesting in terms of the bat breaks. If you look at the details that came along with the sell sheet, these are the players that they talk about that you can get some really cool hits from. So far we have pulled Frank Thomas and Mike Trout. So we've pulled 2 of these. So today we're looking for maybe a DiMaggio or Ted Williams, Suzuki. Any of those would be good. So let's randomize these spots real fast. I also appreciate this one started out as a case break, and or sorry, the last one actually started out as a case break, and I appreciate everyone being willing and flexible to do this as a single bat break. They fill a lot faster apparently. So it just makes it easier for me to do this break in a timely manner and not have to wait weeks and weeks for it. 3, 4, 5. Okay, here's our list. Save that. All right. Let's go back and hide the web browser for a minute. Pull up chat so I can see what I'm doing. Cool. Okay, I see some more people joined. So for those who just joined, I don't have a schedule on the page, but oops, let me hit that so you can see that. Okay. So I don't have a schedule up, but essentially what we're going to do is we're going to go in the order, I think, of what is the most full to give a little bit of time for people to buy things and fill stuff up. And in the meantime, we already have a couple of things. Well, the bats are full. The Optic break is going to be, well, the half case is going to be next, Zach, after we do a bat. And we said the non-player spot, let's see, for the bats. 16. Wow, it is right in the middle. All right, so we'll just go with this bat on the right, and we'll set this other one aside for now. So yeah, Zach, what we're going to do is we're going to do these breaks in the order of what's full, or most full, so that people have a little bit more time to buy into some of these breaks. The single bat number 2 is full, so we're doing that right now. Optic half case has 3 teams left, so we'll break open the Optic case. Both these cases back here are unopened. We'll break open the Optic half case next and pick out half the boxes and do that one. And then we'll do the Optic quarter case, both of those. And then we'll do the archives breaks after that. And if the single bat for single bat break 3 fills up in any way before we're done, then we'll break that tonight too. Anyway, so let me just make sure you can see that it's sealed. I have not opened it. If there was anything that you wanted to make sure was completely sealed in a break, it's these bats. 'Cause it would be way too easy to see what's in there. Anyway, so completely sealed. And I will try and keep this completely on camera so that you can see. Not a black bat. And it's not Ichiro. You recognize the signature, anyone? That one is Hideki Matsui. So let me actually take a peek real quick and see who that's going to. You guys may be able to tell me, but I'll take a peek real quick anyway. Well, I spelled his name wrong. That's cool. All right, so Hideki Matsui is going to be in New York. He had a couple of seasons off of New York Yankees, but he's going to be New York Yankees. So Yankees goes to, let's see who has Yankees. Looks like Stephen K. Stephen K, that's your bat for the Yankees. And it has the letter of authenticity from Leaf. Certificate of authenticity. A better look at the autograph. It's Rawling Pro, and then it has his label right there, Hideki Matsui. So congrats, Stephen K. That one's going to be your bat, and I'll get that shipped out pretty quickly here. Let me put it back away real quick before we get on to the next break. Don't want to leave anything out. And then we'll get into the Optic next. There are... let me write who's on this real quick. There are plenty of spots open. There's some taken in the next bat break, but there's still plenty open as well. And they are $5 a piece, and if you use the coupon, then you can get them for $4 if you combine the two coupons that are on the web that are on Twitter. So, all right, the first one's pretty quick, and we'll dive in. We'll go ahead and get started with Optic. I did send out messaging that let people know that that it could start as early as 6:45. So I think we're good there. I just need to switch the list over to the Optic half. So here's our half case for Optic. We have a few teams available still. I do not see any purchases. Let me just double check before I shut that down. This is the last second to get in for Optic. Can you guys see the teams now? Hi, Carrie. I didn't see you join in. Carrie, you had, I don't know. Where was that? You had the Marlins. Anyway, let's go back to Optic half. Yeah, Zach, I have not shut anything down on the website. If you go to Card-Warehouse, you can buy into anything that I haven't shut down yet. And what I'll do is I won't do the break until I've shut them down so that no one can buy. Cube, no, the teams and both the teams and the spots were random. Here, I'll show it again real quick. What? Hold on. Well, I did think that I thought that the the players were random too. I'd have to go back and look, but it seems maybe they weren't. Maybe they did not get randomed. So I apologize if I messed that up. Anyway, so here's what's left for the Optic half. We have Royals, Rangers, and Nationals. And if any, for the bat thing, if anyone is concerned about me not randomizing the player names, go ahead and reach out to me and we'll discuss it. It's still random. It's not the way I intended to random it, so it seems like I missed something there, and I apologize. So we do have the 3 teams left for this, and I'm about to shut that down right now so that we can do the break, because there are a lot of breaks to do tonight. Let me open that up and kill those. That's a 3 box. I'm actually going to end all the Optic ones right now on eBay, just so I'm not going back and forth trying to manage all of that. Thing is, I have both of these. I have all these listed, well, all the Optic anyway. I have them all listed on eBay and my website. So what happens is, if someone purchases on one place, then unfortunately I have to go over to the other place and make sure that team is no longer available. So when someone purchases on eBay, for example, I've got to go over to the website and make sure the team is no longer available on the website. And that's incredibly tedious when I'm not in the middle of a break, and it's not something I want to try to attempt in the middle of a break either. So I'm shutting down Optic on eBay right now. If you do want to buy a team in any of the Optic breaks, you'll need to do it through the website, card-warehouse.com. So those are shut down. I'm going to shut down the half case on the website right now, so give me 1 second. I'll make sure that it's not available anymore so that we can start the break. Thanks for pointing that out, Cube. I know, I mean, like I said, it's still random. I don't know if it would bother anyone a lot, but maybe if we had pulled a DiMaggio bat, it might have been a bigger concern, I guess. I don't know. Where is the half case? Where I'm at? There we go. 6 box half case. We're going to make that unavailable. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay, half case. Any second now should no longer be on the site. Okay, let's get back to it. So, let me make sure we're looking at the right list. We're not. Yeah, we are. Optic half. We don't have any new teams purchased. So, let's get started. Yeah, if it was DiMaggio, that would be rough. Oh, Hideki Matsui's decent resale? I haven't looked any of them up, to be honest. Other than the Trout that I pulled out of the case I opened for myself. Okay, so Panini, that's going to be our Optic. There's going to be so many cards over here. That's alright. I'll just clean them up in between breaks. Just moving things around here, guys. Give me 1 second. I have to have the camera much farther away for the bats. And it occurs to me I'm probably going to want to sit down while I'm doing these breaks, so give me 1 second to facilitate that. Okay. Cool. So it's very close now. I normally don't do... let me take the tripod off also. I normally don't do several breaks in a night. I don't know who that is, but it's bad timing. Okay. I normally don't do several breaks in a night, so this may or may not go super smoothly. Move my microphone so I can actually see the screen. All right, cool. Brian. Yes, Brian, that's absolutely what that means. Just fixing my camera cable here so it doesn't move around too much. Cool. All right, so let's move this up so you can see the seal. Oh, also, Brian, it's grown men and women. I don't know if the women are excluded from the virgin comment, but probably not. Yeah, Carrie, thanks for reminding me. That's always a thing that I'll offer up is guessing. Really, anytime you guess, your guess is just going to be for the next auto. All right, well, I guess everyone just ignore Brian, and I will too. Trolls don't need to get fed. I'm a little flattered, actually. Like, I have enough people watching to have a troll in. It's pretty neat. Alright, so we're going to go just make things easy. The theme of the night will be right side. So we'll just pull all the right side boxes. Those will be our 6. I think there is I will make one comment because I'm just reading back through the chat and I missed a couple things, so I find a little bit of irony in the troll stating, come on box, I gotta get this last box out, telling us to get a grown-up hobby, and meanwhile his apparent hobby is going onto YouTube and trolling people with comments that you would expect a 12-year-old to make. It is kind of funny. Man, woman. Oh, that's funny. It's kind of funny. It's free entertainment, I guess. So, all right. So, get your guesses in. If you guess the first hit, really anything numbered to 25 or less, or anything autographed, I'm counting as a hit. And if you guess the player, then I will send you something, even if you're not purchased into any of these breaks, except Brian. Well, no, I'll send you something, Brian, but it won't be nice. Anyway, I violated my ignore Brian rule. Sorry. Camera off. It's way off. That's a little better. All right. And as always, if you make a guess and I don't catch it or I don't remember, which is pretty likely, please just remind me in eBay or however you want to get a hold of me. Well, there's something. There's our first autograph for St. Louis. St. Louis is Richard. Dakota Hudson. And that's a purple border. So that's going to be to 125. I forget the numbering on these. I'll try and go through these fairly quickly instead of looking at every single base card. There's a foil, not numbered. The Action All-Stars. Cabrera, MVP, is a Tukey rookie. There's the rookies, Kristen Stewart. Give me one sec, guys. Let me take a look at something really fast here. Sorry guys, bear with me for 1 second. That's not what I wanted. Let me get organized real fast here. There we go. Let me get organized real fast. Cool. I have hidden Brian's chats. So now we don't have to worry about him. I wasn't real concerned with it, other than it's just a little hard for me to see everyone else in chat through all his nonsense. So, all right, let's continue. Yeah, it didn't bother me. It's just the only issue was I'm trying to follow along with what other people are saying, and it's going to get lost in all his BS. There's a Max Scherzer for the Nationals highlights foil. This is the rookies, Jonathan Loisaga. Did anyone guess Dakota Hudson for the auto hit? That's cool. There's a Matt Carpenter for St. Louis. So far, St. Louis is doing okay. It's a 99 orange. And just like in the full case we did, I will sleeve up any of the anything numbered 99 or less will be, well, I'll sleeve up all the inserts, but anything numbered 99 or less will go in a top loader. Trey Turner for Washington, Illusions. Hi, Breeze Cards. I may have missed some people coming in too. There was a lot of chatter. Griffin Channing for LA to 199. That goes over there. Peak Performance, Ronnie Acuna Jr. for Atlanta. Love the yellow lettering on white. Almost impossible to read. Chris Davis, Action All-Stars for Oakland. Aaron Judge, All-Stars for New York. Hey, David. Brandon Crawford for San Francisco, Foil Diamond King. So I see a few more people joined in. Right now we're doing the 6 box of Optic. We already did the bats, so you'll need to rewind a little. And then up next is going to be the quarter case, the 3 boxers for Optic. There's still time to buy into those though. There's Aaron Judge again for New York, Illusions. I saw something about trade talk for Noah Syndergaard. I just barely saw something about it. I have no actual information. Christian Yelich for the Brewers. Highlights. Nothing real special in that one. So I did learn a lesson today, and that is that I should keep my own stream open in YouTube. I haven't had a problem with it really before, but apparently it'll be handy in case I need to ban someone. Max Scherzer again for Washington. Peak Performers, that's a Prism variation. There's an Acuna again. Base. Josh Donaldson. That does remind me, if there's any base cards that you do want sleeved up, or you need special treatment for any certain card, let me know. As long as it's not crazy or unreasonable, then I'll absolutely do that for you. Daniel Ponce de Leon for St. Louis. St. Louis is doing okay. These are numbered to 199. There's another Judge. I feel like there's a lot of Aaron Judge in this mythical, or maybe I just notice it more. Xander Bogaerts for Boston, foil. The rookies, Vladdy Guerrero Jr. for Toronto. Move this microphone a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if it's out of the way, but maybe it won't be as loud. Oh, that's cool. Did anyone guess Pujols? MVP Pujols. That is not numbered. I don't see any numbering on it. For St. Louis. Guess it's good to have bought St. Louis, right, Richard? Is that who had St. Louis? Yeah, Richard. There you go. It may or may not focus in. If it doesn't, we'll get it to when we do the recap at the end. I'll try and do a quick recap for each break, and then I'll do... I probably won't do a big recap at the very end of the video because I don't want to mix up cards accidentally and then have to watch 3 hours of video again. Peak performers DeGrom for the Mets. So this box 1 was Richard's box, apparently. This is a Rosario foil. Bryce Harper mythical. For the Phillies? Is that going to be Phillies? Yeah. I know there's at least one player in this set that is represented for 2 different teams. I don't remember who it was. Yeah, so that box is done, and it was definitely Richard's box. And a good box, too. You got a purple auto, an MVP auto of Pujols, and orange Matt Carpenter, among other things. I gotta turn these around. Yeah, the Pujols might have been one actually that there was either Angels or Cardinals, but this one says St. Louis on it. I mean, this is Panini, so it's not going to say Angels or Cardinals. It's going to just say the city abbreviation. There's Juan Soto Illusions for Washington. This is a good first box. We did pull out of the other case 2 Vladimir Guerrero Jr. autos. So I'd love to see the same kind of fire from this box. And who else do we pull? Voit, I think, auto. Mookie Betts for Boston to $199. Justice Sheffield, the rookies for Seattle. And David's looking for anything numbered for Angels or Oakland. All right, we'll keep our eye open. There's a Eloy base for Chicago White Sox. And then Peak Performance Chris Davis. This is a Prism variation for Oakland. Not numbered, but it's a start, David. Victor Robles for Washington. Chris Davis, Oakland foil. Francisco Lindor for Cleveland. Action All-Stars. I guess once we talk about Oakland, we just start pulling some Oakland inserts, huh? I was going to laugh if that was another Oakland. Keston Hiura for Milwaukee. This is to 60, 50, 75. You know, I get 3 guesses. That's cool for Milwaukee. And then Peak Performers Edwin Diaz for New York. Yeah, congrats, Richard. There's a Pujols for LA. So, see, this is one of the players that I'm talking about. This is an Angels Pujols. The other one was St. Louis. Anthony Rizzo, gold to 99, or orange rather. I think gold's going to be a different numbering for Chicago. Giancarlo Stanton for Miami. I think Giancarlo was the one I was thinking of. I think there's Miami and New York for him. MVP. Yeah, I love these. The color in some of these cards are great. Especially the, what are they called? Mythical. The mythical Prism variations are great. There's an Ohtani base. Trevor Story Illusions for Colorado. Scherzer DK. There's Noah. Kyle Tucker for Houston, the rookies. Fernando Tatis Jr. for San Diego. Rated rookie. I mean, I'll sleeve it, but it goes over there. Where's San Diego? Travis. There you go. Dennis Santana for the Dodgers. Autograph. Who's got Dodgers? Dodgers. Where are you? Corey. Is that right? Corey B has Dodgers. Congrats, Corey. All right, we're hoping for no Royals hits, Rangers hits, or Nationals hits. Because then I have to go sell them somewhere. And then Aaron Judge, New York Action All-Stars. Bueller, Yelich. Mookie Betts for Boston, Peak Performers. To 125, Chance Adams for New York. I had to go buy a whole bunch more 75-point top loaders for these. Because it's kind of a crime to try and squeeze them into the regular ones. And then we got a Prism Variation Mookie Betts. And some base. Alright. Mookie Betts again. Highlights for Boston. Mookie Betts again. Lots of Mookie Betts, apparently. Any more guesses for the next hit? Next hit or auto? I mean, you can't guess now because I just showed it. But it's a 75. Jake Cave for Minnesota. Minnesota's going to be Travis. It's a decent signature. It's not real sloppy like some of them. Like Chance Adams, for example. Jake Cave from Minnesota. I wonder if our friend Brian is just watching and steaming because he can't say 12-year-old comments. Ryan O'Hearn. Regular base and the foil variation. Prism. Stanton, Judge, Florial, and Story. Yadi, Realmuto, Chris Bryant, MVP for Chicago. Garrett Thompson for Colorado. See some color. We have a Patrick Wisdom for St. Louis. Go figure. Richard, this was your break, I think, so far. You're doing okay. Not bad. And then there's Mythical Otani. There you go for the Angels. Richard, you still have time to buy in some of the other box breaks that we're doing tonight if you feel like you're having a lucky night. Here we go to 50, Ryan O'Hearn for the Royals. So far, the lowest numbered card. No one bought the team. Ryan O'Hearn for the Royals. Is that right? No one bought Royals? I think that's right. Yep. And then we have a Bryce Harper for Washington, MVP. That's a Prism variation MVP. 3 packs left. Yep, I see it. O'Hearn will be next. Goldschmidt, Baumgartner for San Francisco, foil variation. Highlights George Springer. And a Bryce Harper All-Stars. Harper for Philly, Springer for San Diego. Freeman, Berrios. I like these two in the foil variation. Carlos Correa for Houston. Illusions foil, or Prism variation, I should say. I keep stacking those there. Yeah, I know. I've seen a George Brett. I pulled, what did I pull? Rod Carew. I pulled a Rod Carew out of the last case. Joey Gallo for the Texas. Peak Performers Mike Trout for LA. All right, we're going into box 3. That's pretty good for the first 2 boxes. And there's hot boxes in these too, which by the number of autographs here, we've seen that happen so far. I think there's 4 or 5. Is that right? Yeah, so this is box 2 all by itself. These 5 autographs is box 2. There's another hot box in the case. I don't know if it's going to be part of this half case break or not, but we'll see. One thing I do like about these is they all come with this this piece of cardboard. Setting these all aside for people who have a lot of teams. They're really good for mailing. There's Alonso base. Jake Bowers for Cleveland to 199. Is that right? 199? Yep. Any other guesses? Richard, are you guessing George Brett? That'd be an awesome hit. Altuve for Houston, MVP. And then move this stacker. I'm going to just keep putting cards on it till it falls over. You guys can't see it, but they get a little slippery when the stack gets too tall. Gary Hampson Prism for Colorado. Man, some of these packs are just troublesome to open, I guess. There we go. Wander Franco. That would be nice to pull. 5 autos or 20 serial. I didn't know about that, the 20 serial. Alvarez for Houston. All right, we got some guesses. There's Yelly for Milwaukee. And his Diamond King right behind it. So we're looking for a George Brett or Wander Franco auto. 1 of 1, right? De Los Santos for Philadelphia. Prism. I don't even think I saw a lot of Wander Franco in the last one. I don't remember anyway. So there's an Eloy. This one's a purple to 25 for Chicago White Sox. Did I say 25? I meant 125. I might have said 25. That's wrong. Eloy Auto next. Do you think so? That's a nice purple Eloy. Actually, that'll go in a top loader. I might as well put it over there. Ramirez highlights. Cleveland. Where's the White Sox? Ruben. Nolan Arenado mythical for Colorado. I would love to pull another Eloy 1/1 auto. That'd be great. Joey Votto MVP for Cincinnati. Are you guys in any of the breaks of other stuff that's coming out or been out? Well, it's not Eloy, and it's not Wander Franco, and it's not George Brett. It's Kevin Newman for Pittsburgh Pirates. Over at Midwest Box Breaks, I'm in a couple of breaks there for, what's it called? Where's our 75s? That's not, what is that, 130? Oops. I don't need these out. For Immaculate, that's what it's called. Sorry guys, I need something to put these in. I need to just order in bulk from Ultra Pro. Because I already spend so much money on these things, I might as well buy them. I mean, the penny sleeves I already buy 1,000 at a time. I might as well buy everything else. Or sorry, penny sleeves I buy 10,000 at a time. Might as well buy everything else like 1,000 at a time. Anyway, Kevin Newman. And then we've got Prism Michael Kopech for Chicago White Sox. Cedric Mullins. Newman. Canseco auto. That'd be cool. There's a Willie Calhoun Prism for Texas. The rookies, Corbin Burns for Milwaukee. Muncie DK. I'm still liking the idea of Eloy or a Wander Franco auto. There's Yelich Illusions for Milwaukee. Alec Boehm for Philly. There's Mike Trout All-Stars for the Angels. Severino for New York to 199. Nolan Arenado Peak Performers for Colorado. Austin Riley auto. I was hearing good things about him, and then I just stopped hearing the buzz, I guess. Not to say he's not doing good, but Gonzalez to 75 for Minnesota. And that's going to make me want to refresh my memory. Travis again. Travis has a couple of autos, I think, at this point, right? It's a fancy autograph. Then you got Altuve for Houston. Action All-Stars. We'll look at that in a second. There's a Yelich. That's the Action All-Stars. This is the only one that the prism variation, it has a grid pattern on it, but it's just a prism variation. Anyway, for Milwaukee. And then our autograph is Duplantier, rated prospect for Arizona. Arizona goes to, on eBay they call themselves Sports Cards. I don't know if you're watching right now, but that's how I have you listed here. For Arizona, Duplantier. And that is, it's Prism variation, pink prism, but it's not. That one's not numbered. Yeah, we did pull the Alonso. That's what I'm thinking of. We pulled the Alonso rookie auto. We pulled 2 Vladimir Guerreros, Alonso and Rod Carew out of the last case. It was a good grouping of autographs. Matt Chapman for Oakland, Prism. Buster Posey for the Giants. There's an Acuna Jr. Diamond King. Have you guys watched any of the other breakers doing Optic breaks? There's Jacob Nix for San Diego. San Diego is going to be Travis. Travis again. I keep reaching over there for the sleeves. They're on the other side. And then Javi Baez, Illusions for Chicago. Kikuchi, Seattle rookie. How'd you do, Breeze? Did you get anything good? There's Eloy the rookies. Bregman Diamond King. Or also, what is the best thing that you've seen come out of the breaks that you've watched? There's a Justice Sheffield rookie for Seattle. I think that's the first real hit for Seattle, which is going to Stephen K., the winner of our bat in the last break. He picked up a lot of Seattle spots. Jim Rice, MVP. Wow, congrats, man. That's awesome. Trevor Story, Colorado, Diamond King Prism. Jim Rice would be cool. It's one of those things I don't know how much it would sell for, but it would definitely be cool to hold on to even if you couldn't get a lot for it. Acuna Jr. base. Kershaw for Dodgers. Action All-Stars. All right. 3 boxes in, 3 left. Any more guesses for hits? We've got a bunch of people in here and a bunch less guesses. I know some people just want to quietly watch, and that's cool too. But if you're not aware, we're doing guesses, and if you guess the next hit or auto, hit is 25 or less, or an auto. If you guess the player, the next one after your guess, it has to be, then I will send you some packs of something or some extra hits or something. And the rule is you don't have to be in any of these breaks to win. You just have to be watching and guessing. Mookie Betts for Boston, Peak Performers. Scherzer DK. Let's move that up there. Connor Wong. Eloy. Canseco. Alvarez. Saying these out loud to hopefully commit them to memory for the next hits. Josh Hader. And your guess works until you make another guess. So it doesn't have to be the next auto, just the next one after your guess. O'Hearn. Okay. That's a decent guess. I mean, a good strategy. There's a JD Martinez for Boston Action All-Stars. A good strategy is to guess the ones that always have 100 million autographs in this product. Sean Manaea. Oakland. Highlights Prism. I'm still looking for Wander Franco or George Brett. Chris Sale to 199 for Boston. There's a Mythical Trout. Sounds like something you'd find on Nat Geo. Mythical Trout. It only swims upstream. Victor Mesa for Miami Prism. What do they say about New York? He's so good they named him twice or whatever. Yeah, well, Hearn probably made a ton of money. Or I see a guess from Miles Straw. Or he did not charge a lot for his autos. Either way, his signing hand's got to be tired. Mythical Bryant. O'Hearn. Who else? Scooter Jennett. I have 2 redemptions one out of a box and one out of a case. Chris Davis for Oakland Prism. George Springer highlights for San Francisco. Houston. Oh, I said San Francisco. Victor. Yeah, any Trout card is a good card. I agree. Oh, here we go. So we're going to start pulling these now. There's a Ohtani base. Carter Kieboom. These are all the 76. They're the We the People variation. This one's 18 out of 76. Carter Kieboom for Washington. Nico Horner. I've pulled a couple of Trout autos numbered to 25. I wish I was doing Topps Chrome next week, but I actually backed away from those cases because I need to make sure I get all these cleared out first. Joey Gallo for Texas Prism. The rookies Tuki Toussaint. Aaron Judge Diamond King. So unfortunately I couldn't buy those cases. I need to make sure I pay for the ones I have first, but I do have Bowman Chrome coming up, and I've got 4 cases. It's a ways out, but 4 cases. There's Bellinger base. Mookie Betts MVP for Boston. Bryce Harper, All-Stars. Yeah, Carrie, I like the We the People cards. They're kind of nice. Oh, these cards, a lot of these have like a residue on the back from the coating, the like plastic kind of coating on the front. It's kind of annoying. Doesn't hurt the card any, I guess. De Los Santos for Philadelphia foil. Prism, I mean. Nolan Ryan Stadium Club. I have a couple from this year's Stadium Club. I don't have all of them, though. James Paxton. Highlights for Seattle. Yeah, Carrie, I actually looked on eBay because I was thinking about picking up a few of them, but the problem is Stadium Club has great photos, but the Nolan Ryan photos aren't really much different from anyone else, from any of his normal stuff. Wander Franco for the Rays. So I didn't get super excited, but I'll tell you what, I'm really excited about trying to pick up some Nolan Ryan out of Allen Ginter. And I just picked up a canvas card. I don't have it yet. It should be here this week. Of Nolan Ryan canvas from Museum Collection. There's Miguel Cabrera for Detroit. 8 out of 10. That's our new lowest numbered card. And Detroit, who picked up Detroit? Ruben. Ruben has a few teams. So there's a not autographed, but still a nice hit for Detroit. 8 out of 10. That's the gold. That's what gold is. I think I probably have that one, Carrie. I'd have to go back and double check. Bob Gibson auto would be cool too. Yeah, Richard, I don't think you're kind of bust already for this half case. You haven't gotten anything, right? Chris Bryant, Illusion. I actually wouldn't be surprised if you hit something else out of this. That's decent. All right. I actually have, well, I had one of these. I just sold it. Or did I sell? I don't know. I had 2 Tatis autos. Anyway, San Diego. We have San Diego again. We have San Diego's Travis. So there's another hit for Travis. Fernando Tatis Jr. Not a bad autograph to get out of this. Nice hit, Travis. We'll get a better look maybe in the recap. There's a Prism variation Vladdy Peak Performers for Toronto. Also not a bad card. Danny Jansen. That's one I expect to see a bunch of autos from too. Who has Toronto? Travis has Toronto too. Richard, I'll laugh if you get that auto too. Baumgartner for San Francisco Prism, and a Pedroia for Boston MVP. We got a few packs left here. Well, plus 2 more boxes. Manny Machado, San Diego. Action All-Stars. Peralta Diamond Kings. No one guessed Fernando Tatis, right? Taylor Ward to 99, orange. There you go, David. Is that you? Yeah, that is you. Congrats, David. Taylor Ward. I mean, I don't know what Taylor Ward's auto is worth, but it's pretty, regardless. He's got a very fluid autograph. Looks like something you would sign really quickly. Gary Hampson for Colorado. And the last pack of this box is going to have Tatis Jr. again, the rookies, and Astudillo. All right, box 5. So now we have to see if I think what I remembered hearing was there's two hot boxes per case. So if that's true, and we've already pulled one hot box, then we just have to wait and see if we get another hot box. If one of these next 2 is a hot box, or if that's going to be in one of the 3 boxers. It'd almost be nice if it was in a 3-box one, because then we'll have a lot of good autos coming to people who didn't spend a lot. Not as nice for everyone who bought into this one, though. Stripers. Oh, yeah. Stripers. I forgot about that. It's a totally different thing when there's only 1 P in it. Stripers. Mostly base there. See something shiny. JD Martinez, Boston, Peak Performers, Prism. There's a Vladdy base for Toronto. Yeah, 2 hot boxes per case. That's what I thought it was. So there's another one. Either it's going to be one of these 2, or it's going to be in one of the 3 boxers. There's a Giancarlo Stanton for Miami again, MVP. Autocorrect, yeah, autocorrect would assume strippers more than stripers, I guess, is used. Kyle Tucker for Houston to 199. Mookie Betts for Boston MVP. For anyone who's joining in, you probably guessed we're at the coming close to. We're in the last third of the half case of Optic, and then we'll move on to the quarter case breaks. Steven Duggar for San Francisco, and Kyle Tucker for Houston, the rookies. And this Duggar is numbered to 75. Carrie, you ever send out an email and be like, hey, I'm looking for some autographs from any strippers? Trevor Story, Illusions for Colorado. Of course, I'm sure whoever you would send it to would probably understand what you meant. I didn't even know about the parallels in the hot boxes. Bryant Mythical. Nick, I am. Welcome. The Optic 3 boxes will be next. I'm doing them in order of what's the most full. There's a Chris Shaw for San Francisco. Is that the first San Francisco auto? Might be. San Francisco is Chris L. There you go, Chris. Congrats. And Joey Gallo for Texas Prism. Nick, we have two. There should be 2 hot boxes in the case, and we've pulled 1 hot box already. So the next one's either going to be this in this break, or it's going to be in one of those 3 boxers. Heimer Candelario for Detroit Prism, and then Josh Hader for Milwaukee Peak Performers. Come on, Bob Gibson. There's a Vladdy, there's an Alonso base and a Vladdy Prism for Toronto. Korea Betts, we have a JD Martinez for Boston, Action All-Stars. All right. That would be kind of funny, Kerry. Madison Baumgartner for San Francisco Prism. Aaron Judge, Action All-Stars. Devers Story, Tukey for Atlanta, the rookies, and the Yelich Diamond Kings. That's the worst if you send an email like that. Especially at work, you send an email and there's a bad typo, bad typo. Mookie Betts, Boston Peak Performers. I actually, in my last job, people would send out emails all the time, and then they accidentally hit reply all, and then they do that. So and so would like to recall this message. Any guesses on the auto that's right behind this? Give you a few seconds while I tell the story. And then they'd always do that. So and so would like to recall this email, but you get that recall message after you've already seen the other email. So it's like, if it's really embarrassing, half the company has already seen it. All right. Keston Hiura for Milwaukee. And this is to 75. So Milwaukee, that's going to Kent. There's a Mike Trout. Illusions Prism variation. Very nice. Gibson, Jordan. Did pull a Jordan out of the last case too, actually. Chris Bryant, Illusions for Chicago. There's another Trout. All-Stars. All right, so we'll just have to see if this last box is a hot box or not. Oh, there we go. That's nice. So we got Jake Cave from Minnesota. And that's numbered 40 out of 50. Forget if that's like a light blue or ocean blue or what they call that one. Manny Machado for San Diego. Yeah, I do like those inserts. These inserts in particular, if you're not collecting it, is going to be good to resell because, I mean, there's only 50, and anyone chasing the rainbow, like I do with Nolan Ryan, is just going to pay whatever you have to pay for it. That's my weakness sometimes. George Springer. Highlights for Houston. I've never met Tukey. Actually, I've never met any of these guys, really. There's Mike Trout, followed by Mike Trout. An Austin Riley base. Mike Trout, Prism Variation Action All-Stars for Los Angeles. Nick, we have one more box to go through if you're watching. And then we'll get to the 3-box stuff. There's Mike Trout again. Peak Performers. That does it for that box. Move these over here. All right, last one. I do like those hot boxes that have 5 in them. It doesn't really even matter that much what they are, even though the odds of getting a really good auto increase. It just feels good to have gotten 3 extra autos out of the box. Really? Someone snagged it away from you? That's horrible, Carrie. It's worse too when they do that to like little kids. Little kids going to get a ball that's being tossed to him and some grown man dives in and grabs it so that he can sell it. Altuve for Houston, Action All-Stars. That's the thing that would annoy me, and it's also one of the reasons that I don't go to a lot of the games, because I'd probably stand by and just let other people grab everything. For Cleveland, there's Jose Ramirez to 199. And then Peak Performers, Yelich from Milwaukee. Yeah, David, I'm going to have to move all these cards to get the next breaks done. Ramirez highlights for Cleveland. I always forget who Ramirez plays for. Oh, well that's not that bad then, I guess. Soto base. Nothing great in that pack. Occasionally you get one with no inserts. David Fletcher for LA. Prism. And you guys remind me, I've had a couple of orders for stuff that I haven't broken yet to add spots, so I need to make sure and take care of those before we break open any of these 3 box. Altuve for Houston, MVP. Oh, yeah, that's got to be hard to resist, Gary. Bryce Wilson to 50 for Atlanta. Have you met Bryce Wilson, Gary? There you go, Bryce Wilson. Who had Atlanta again? Atlanta is Richard. Stacking up your autos, Richard. Miguel Cabrera, MVP Prism Variation for Detroit. David C. buying teams. Thanks, man. Hopefully you get some really good hits out of that. Carlos Rodon for Chicago Prism. Marte Diamond Kings in there. Where are you guys from? I know where Carrie's from. Where's everyone else from? I could go look it up, but it's less fun than having conversation. Eugenio Suarez for Cincinnati to 199. Pink Prism. Nolan Arenado for the Rockies, Mythical. You did meet Austin Riley. Is he nice? He's young, right? I mean, you know, compared to me. Ozzy Albies. You met a lot of people. Carrie, you go to a lot of games, don't you? Buster Posey for San Francisco, MVP. So after this box is done, I'm going to have to take a few minutes just to true up the lists, Nolan Arenado for Colorado Peak Performers to make sure we don't miss anyone. Everyone would get their cards shipped anyway, but it's nice to have the names up when we're doing the break and congratulate people. There's a Javi Baez for Chicago. Illusions. Muncie Diamond King. Kansas City. I stopped by in Kansas City for a night on my way out to Detroit when I moved here and got some really good barbecue. I liked Kansas City. There's a Vladdy base. There's a Loisiga for New York. The Rookies Prism variation. Well, I guess we can't do a case without hitting a Vladdy auto. That's Travis, or who is... it's Travis. Well, congrats again, Travis. Here's a Vladimir Guerrero Jr. autograph. That'll be the third one out of these two cases. If ever there's a time for the focus to work. Nice. I moved from Arizona. Actually, I moved from Arizona to Michigan twice, in fact. Jeff McNeil for New York Prism. Congrats again, Travis, on that Vladdy auto. Sweet. Really good pull. Wait till the last box in the break to get it. Very nice. There's a Harrison Bader for St. Louis Prism. Joey Votto, Cincinnati MVP. Yeah, I grew up all my life, almost all my life in Arizona, since I was a very tiny kid. And then I moved to Detroit for a startup out here. There's an Eloy the Rookies again for the White Sox. And then I met the lady I would eventually marry. And I had to move. I had a company in Phoenix. I had to move to Phoenix. Move back to Phoenix. Moved her out there. And then we both moved back out here like 7 years ago. Corbin Burns, the Rookies from Milwaukee. So it was interesting to see it, coming out to Detroit the first time and then coming back out again after everything's so much different. There's another We the People. I think we only pulled 2 out of these boxes so far. We pulled a bunch of them out of the last case. Anyway, that's Scherzer for Washington, We the People to 76. And then Kershaw for the Dodgers, Action All-Stars. Travis had to pull a Vladimir Guerrero Jr. auto just to one-up all your autographs in this half case. Christian Yelich for Milwaukee Illusions. Bullhead. I don't even know if I've been to Bullhead other than passing through. There's a lot of smaller places like that. There's a Alonso base and a Josh James for Houston Prism. Sierra Vista, yeah. Tombstone is great. If you're in Arizona and you've got a little time, Tombstone is a great place to go visit. All right, guys, give me 1 second. More than a second. 1 second is a lie. I'm going to put some cards away. Actually, let me go through these. Let me do a recap real quick. I'm not going to recap the numbered stuff necessarily, but I will recap all of these. So our very last auto is Vladdy. Let's see if I can get this to focus. If it focuses for the first one, then it'll stay for the rest, I think. There we go. So, very first auto, Vladimir Guerrero for Toronto. Junior, that is. Bryce Wilson for Atlanta. And that one's to 50. Keston Hiura for Milwaukee to 75. Chris Shaw for San Francisco. Prism auto. Orange to 99, Taylor Ward for LA. Wow, amazing. We don't have any St. Louis autos in here? Crazy. Fernando Tatis Jr. So we got a couple of the juniors for San Diego. Cabrera, not autographed, but numbered to 10 for Detroit, MVP. Justice Sheffield for Seattle. Jacob Nix for San Diego. I think all your autos, Richard, were in the first couple boxes. Anyway, so we got Duplantier for Arizona. Pink, but not numbered. Gonsalves to, is that 75? 75 for Minnesota. I'm messing with the focus here now. Newman for Pittsburgh. And that's also to 75. Ryan O'Hearn for the Royals to 50. Patrick Wisdom for St. Louis. That's my St. Louis pile right there. Jake Cave for Minnesota. Chance Adams for New York. And that's going to be to 75? No, 125. That's purple. Santana for LA. And Pujols for St. Louis. That was a sweet, sweet auto. And then Dakota Hudson for St. Louis. And that Dakota's to 125. All right, so congrats on all those. We're going to move some cards so that I don't knock things over or anything tragic. And then we'll come right back and do... Well, I'm not going anywhere. But I have to move these cards and true up our team lists for the ones that were just purchased in the last few minutes here. I'm going to have to buy another desk, put all these cards on. Okay, 2 more stacks, and then we'll pick out 3 boxes. Right after I fix these teams up. So, okay. Yes, Carrie, send me a message on maybe Twitter or somewhere and let me know. eBay, Twitter, whatever. Let me fix up our list real quick. We're going to do the next one. We're going to do, let me mark this, tab color green because it's done. Okay. We're going to do the quarter box 1. And let me see what teams were purchased just recently here. So I can put those in, and then I'll close that out so no one can buy any more teams. Where do we go here? Let's see. You purchased those through the site, so let me find those real fast. Okay. You guys feel free to chat amongst yourselves. You could probably say nasty things about me because I'm not paying attention. Okay. Is that it? We just had the one purchase, I think. Yep, all those other alerts were other junk. Alright, so David C., we've got yours. We've got you for the Royals and the Orioles. Let's get those in there. Orioles. And where are the Royals? Past it. Cool. Let me go to the products and make sure no one can buy it. I'm actually going to close both these. No, I'll leave the second quarter box open for a minute. Okay. That one's closed. Quarter box 1. Did you buy the Rays? I don't. Does it say you have the Rays? It does not. I can double check. I'll double check for you, dude. So I guess I lied. I was paying attention a little bit to the chat. Saw a question. Anyway. Okay, so that one should be shut down. We'll leave pick your team 2 3-box for Optic open for a few minutes. And I'll double check real quick for you on the Rays. Shows a different name. Nope. You might be seeing it might not be updated on your screen yet. The Rays shows no name right now. Oh, you're talking about, okay, Zach. Phillies. Zach, I did see you bought the Phillies in. That's in there's 2 different 3-box breaks, Zach. This list is for the first one. We're gonna break that, and then we'll do the second one. So let me look. Double check for Zach real quick. Phillies, where are you? Huh. Yeah, I see you bought it. I don't have it listed here, so I didn't get that listed. Sorry, Zach. Let me fix that real quick. Okay. All right, I've got you in for the Phillies there. And then let me just check the... David, you got the Rays in this one. In the next box break that we're going to do. Sorry, not the very next one, but the second 3-box. Yep. Yeah, Breeze. Some of these we've had trouble filling, so... Anyway, I'm going back to the first box with 12 teams available. Unfortunately, that means I'm going to have some cards left over here for myself that I'll have to sell or figure out. There are still 9 spots available in the Optic quarter case break number 2. So feel free to go on the site and pick up some teams while we're doing the first break. All right, I think we're all set. Let me make sure and save my list. Like I said, even if the list is a little bit off, I still make sure and send everyone their cards. Like I double check all the orders, triple check everything. So everyone always gets their cards. I don't think I've ever not sent someone their cards. But it is good to call it out and have it on the list properly when the break begins. So thanks for calling those things out for me to double check. Okay, so you want to do the top 3 boxes? I'm just going to do that. We'll do the top 3. There's those. And then what's left in the case will be for the break number 2. That's going to be for break 2. That's for this break. All right, good. So, any new guesses? Taking any guesses for hits? Your guess is good up until I see the card. After that, if I see the card, because when I see it, it's probably already visible to the camera. But when I see the card, then I wouldn't consider any guesses after that to be valid. All right, 3 boxes. This is the 2019 Panini Donruss Optic quarter case, 3 boxes, break number 1. There are two breaks. Yankees pitcher. I only count actual names. It's Kyle Tucker, the rookies for Houston. And unfortunately, I'm going to look up several times and be like, congrats. Oh, no one bought that team. But, you know, I did try and keep these open long enough for people to buy into them. And some of them just didn't sell. JD Martinez for Boston. That's a Prism variation. Peak Performers. Lysiga. Jordan. It'd be nice to pull a nice low number Jordan, like gold or something. There's a Bellinger Prism for Dodgers. Trevor Story, Colorado Illusions. There's a little bit of color in this one. There's Joey Votto for Cincinnati Prism. The Mythical Bryant. Sometimes I see color, it's just because of the back of the card is pretty colorful. Who do we have guesses? O'Hearn, Newman, Jordan, Lysiga. I'm going to guess Nolan Ryan, because that's what I want it to be. There's a Chance Adams to 75? 75, yep. For New York. And a Peak Performers Hater for Milwaukee. Nick has... Alright, Nick, you've got the Astros. Let me make sure I have the right team up here. 1 second. The right list. Yeah, Q1. Okay. I don't know why I doubted that for a second. Anyway. So, Nick, if we pull a Nolan Ryan Astros auto, I'm going to have to beg you for it. Beg you to trade. Oh, that's fine, David. Hopefully we'll pull some really good hits for you and you get paid sooner. There's a Noah Syndergaard for New York. It's $199. This is a Judge Action All-Stars. Never buy more than you can afford. And always treat breaks like gambling because you could walk away with just about nothing. My full case breaks are skunk-free, guarantee, but these quarters aren't. Tristan McKenzie for Cleveland to 99. Cleveland snuck in with a hit from Michael F. So congrats, Michael F. Tristan McKenzie. And then we got a Prism Max Scherzer for Washington. Austin Riley base. Too late. Yeah. You know, there's been several times where I'm like, I really shouldn't buy into another break, and then I buy in anyway. And then I get skunked. Not all the time. It's Tukey for Atlanta, the rookies. Hopefully you don't get skunked. You bought enough teams that I hope you get some good stuff, David. You did buy a few teams, as I recall. Martinez for Boston. Action All-Stars. Actually, I hope everyone who bought several teams walks away with some decent stuff. And if you get skunked in any way, like no autos, and you bought several teams, then I'll figure it out for you so that that's not the case. Chris Bryant for Chicago. Manny Machado for San Diego, Action All-Stars. Darwinson Hernandez for Boston Prism. There's a Vladdy base for Toronto. Travis bought Toronto in this one too. There are a couple people who I think basically bought the whole case worth. So they bought in all 3 for their team, which is cool. George Springer for Houston highlights. So you still get to get your team for the full case break, just in 3 different parts. There's an Eloy. Who guessed Eloy before? And was your guess changed since then? Because I'll carry it over from the last one. David, you got all the Angels. All right. Nice Eloy hit. Who has White Sox? Ian. Ian picked up the White Sox to get that Eloy. Sweet. Congrats, Eloy. Eloy. Congrats, Ian. Mike Trout Illusions Prism. So we got a Vladdy auto, Pujols auto, Eloy auto, bunch of base cards. I don't know if Ian is in the room or not, but if you are, congrats, Ian. I think if I recall, you picked up a few teams as well. Mookie Betts MVP, Kyle Tucker base rookie, O'Hearn. Who guessed Eloy earlier? I don't want to stop and scroll back and find it. But rookie, that's another one I would guess there would be an auto. Yelich Prism for Milwaukee. Tatis Jr., the rookies for San Diego. Still on that Wander Franco auto. Verlander pink to 199 for Houston. James Paxton highlights for Cleveland, right? Seattle. So close. Really, really, really close. They both have an L in the team name. Kyle Freeland, Bryce Harper, Mike Trout, Prism variation of action performers. Action All-Stars, I mean. That's cool. Alonso base. And the last pack, guaranteed to not have an autograph. Peak Performers Mookie Betts for Boston. Gallo Diamond King. All right, box 2 of 3. We're a third of the way through. No hot box. Wander Franco in the next 3-box break. Could happen. Irod. All right. I think that's the first time anyone's guessed Irod. Cool. I feel like Ivan Rodriguez is someone you don't think about a whole lot. Unless you're in Texas, maybe. Or maybe it's just me. I don't watch a whole lot of baseball, so it's easy for me to forget stuff like that. Maybe I'll watch more baseball in the next few weeks. I've got some time off from breaking. Mike Trout, Prism variation for David. Huh, guessed it last week. Well, that's different. I haven't pulled one of these. Brendan Rodgers, rated rookie. This one's to 25. I haven't seen one of these. Rated rookie signatures to 25. Brendan Rodgers. That's for Colorado. To 25. Not bad. That is going to be available for sale if someone wants it. Nice. And then Joe Adell for LA Prism. Yeah, the Brendan Rodgers is awesome. I'm sad that no one bought the Rockies because I think the Rockies were like $4. I could double check. Actually, if you look at the other break that is still on sale, it was probably $4. Anyway, Sean Manaea, no-hitter highlight for Oakland. Yep. Yeah, it's sad. Sometimes we'll pull a hit like that and nobody has it. I pulled a Trout number to 5 out of a break where no one bought into the break. I think it might be a hot box. We'll find out. So we've got the red, white, and blue variation. First one out of the case so far. Chance Adams for New York. Those are numbered to 150, by the way. Bryce Harper, Washington MVP. Be really nice if this is a hot box. I'd like some other people to get some of these hits. Rated prospect, Victor Mesa from Miami. Make sure it goes over there. It's fine. Oh, I have to do something because this... 1 second. There. The way I had this set up, I had a red border box around some stuff. Made it hard for me to see the teams. What year is what? What year is what, Nick? The Trout to 5 I pulled? Or are you asking about something else? Carlos Correa for Houston Illusions. Trey Turner. Clayton Kershaw for Dodgers MVP. Or Nola DK. Christian Yelich for Milwaukee, Action All-Stars. I don't know if you guys saw the case break I did of 2016 Optic. I got a deal on it, and so, you know, the people got in for fairly cheap, I think, but all the cards stuck together. It took like 4 hours to open that case. It was horrible. The rookies, Michael Kopech for Chicago, White Sox. You guys think we'll pull a second Vladdy out of this case too? Chris Paddock for San Diego, Prism. Chat got real quiet. I didn't catch the context of your question, Nick, because things are a little delayed, so I'm not sure what you were... Oh, the Rockies card. What year is it? I mean... These are all 2000... Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, this is 2017 Optic. Okay, I didn't know about that. Thanks for pointing that out, Nick. So these rated rookie signatures... So that's a 2017. These are not all 2019. It's a Brendan Rodgers from 2017. That's cool. There's Pujols MVP. This one is missing the ink, but at least it's a Prism variation. No signature on it, though. That's a 2018? Okay. Maybe I'm mistaken. The copyright's 2017 on it. It's a Juan Soto Prism for Washington. Cunha Jr. for Atlanta. Illusions for Kerry. Yeah, I thought everything was 2019 too. A lot of stuff I just learn as I go sometimes. Justin Verlander to, that's going to be 75? 75 for Houston. There's a Ronald Acuna Jr. for Atlanta. Back-to-back Ronnies for you, Kerry. Trout base. Chris Davis, Oakland, peak performers. Aaron Judge, MVP. Or not MVP, Diamond King. Peak performers, Vladdy for Toronto. Matt Carpenter, St. Louis Diamond King. It would be nice if we did pull two Vladdy's autos in this case as well. There's a Victor Mesa rated prospect autograph for Miami. Joe W. picked up Miami. It's not me. That's a different Joe. Congrats, Joe W. Your Victor Mesa autograph. And we got a Mookie Betts, Mythical Betts. And that's a Prism variation for Boston. Oh, you're here, Joe. Congrats on that auto. Sweet. I don't remember what these... A lot of these teams were pretty cheap. I don't remember what pricing I put on all of them, but some of them you can pick up a decent auto for not a lot of money. There's no Ohtani Action All-Stars. Or the chance at a decent auto, anyway. I mean, Chris Davis. There's a Syndergaard, pink to 199 Prism for New York. Fernando Tatis Jr. for San Diego, Peak Performers. 2 packs left in this one. Ohtani highlights. And also for Los Angeles, Bryce Harper All-Stars. O'Hearn for the next auto. All right. Chris Shaw for San Francisco Prism. Okay. 1 box left of this stuff. Good luck, everyone. Get all your guesses in. I think the last case we had I want to say we had a mythical Ohtani, but maybe that's not even a card. I might be thinking of, there's a really colorful one in Diamond Kings that I have a few of those. Or I did. I think I traded them all at this point. So this is a good time to remind everyone we pulled some sweet autographs out of here, but we still have spots available in these last 3 boxes. So go to card-warehouse.com. The domain is super easy because it's at the top of the screen. And either this is a hot box or there's a hot box in here. So if this is not a hot box, we'll know pretty quickly, and you'll have some time to fill up all these teams, because one of those will be a hot box. So just keep that in mind. But you can get in. You can get in right now. You don't have to wait and see if we have a hot box here. Zach Greinke for Arizona. Blake Snell for Tampa Bay Rays. The last full case was pretty awesome, and we've done pretty well tonight as well. There's another trout. Doing a lot of trout fishing today for David. Chris Bryant for Chicago. Laureano, that's a decent guess for an auto. Trout fishing again. Lots of those in here. There's a nice Acuna Prism Action All-Stars for Kerry. It's a good looking card. I do like those prisms. Alright, whoever just bought on the site, thank you. Danny Jansen. I have expected an auto from that for Toronto. That's for Travis. Right? Yep. I don't know what you guys think, but I personally like it a lot better now that I enlarged that team list, because I myself couldn't read it. There's Heimer C. Candelario. Prism for Detroit. Trout again for Los Angeles. David, I'm going to have to send you 2 packages. One's going to have all the Mike Trouts, and the other's going to have everything else. There's another Keston Hira. This one's, well, I mean, the last one's Milwaukee, too. Let's go into Clayton J. Clayton J has a few spots, as I recall, too. Congrats, Clayton, on your Keston Hira rated prospect auto. Mookie Betts Diamond Kings Prism for Boston. Guess what, guys? This does not look like a hot box so far. We have 1 autograph. I'm guessing not a hot box. So go buy up the teams in the last 3 boxes. This is your chance. JD Martinez, Boston. Otherwise, I'll gladly keep all those autographs. I'll be happy to. Well, the extra 3 autographs, I guess it's not that fantastic, but better than not knowing that it's a hot box. Corey Seager, Dodgers, Illusions. Everyone except David. David, you already said you spent more than you should. Whit Merrifield, Kansas City, Orange, Diamond King to 99. And that's going to David. So there you go, David. 57 out of 99. Is that one of the ones you picked up this afternoon? Hotbox has 5. It has 3 extra autos. Or apparently it could be 3 extra autos or 20 total numbered cards. Charlie Blackmon for Colorado Action All-Stars. At least that's the word on the street. Miles Straw. This one's to 75 for Houston. And Houston's Nick. Congrats again, Nick. There you go. Yeah, Breeze, guess what? The site's dumb sometimes. It probably told you that it was out of stock or the order didn't go through. I'm sure it did. There's another Ronnie Acuna Jr. Prism Variation Illusions. Look how pretty that is. I love the way the light reflects off those. Prism in the true sense of the word. That's for Carrie. There's Ryan O'Hearn Prism Variation for the Royals. Nothing crazy in there. So you guys have, let's see, I got to open these last few packs. 6, 7 packs. And then set these cards aside in a way that they don't commingle with the other ones, the other break. And you have that much time to buy into the next 3 box. And I'm pretty certain there's going to be a hot box in there. I can't guarantee it, but Aaron Nola, Peak Performers for Colorado. For Philadelphia. I don't know why I said Colorado. The very next card, it says Philadelphia right underneath it. Trevor Story, Colorado. I guess I just had ESP. There's the Colorado card. It's also a good time to remind you that there are spots available in Archive Signatures. We have this whole case here. So there's a half case break, tons of spots available. Quarter case break, 2 of those. And then that's all we're doing tonight unless the bats fill up, which I don't think will happen. Ichiro makes an appearance tonight for Seattle. MVP. Only 6 left. Cool. Oh, we're filling it up. Good. Alex Bregman to 75 for Houston. Oops. Needs to go over there. It's going to get a top loader. Oops. I hope no one tried to message me on Twitter. I just swiped away something on Twitter. Kristen Yelich for Milwaukee MVP. Another good thing to mention, if you do have anything, if you're in any of these breaks and you want special care paid to any of your cards, there's Altuve. I generally take pretty good care of cards before I ship them out. Altuve Mythical for Houston. But if there's something special like a base card that you want sleeved up or whatever, if you want all your autographs smeared in peanut butter, just let me know. I can't guarantee the peanut butter part. I don't think I could do it even if you asked. Josh James, the rookies for Houston. And then we got a We the People. Aaron Nola for Philadelphia. It's hard to joke on a live stream because it takes a good 10 seconds before you find out if anyone thinks you're funny at all. Bryce Harper. There's a Juan Soto highlights for Washington. And then Aaron Judge All-Stars for not Washington, for New York. All right, that's it for that 3 box. Let's do a recap real quick of the autos. There are 3 boxes, 6 autographs. That means there is definitely no hot box here because we didn't get that many numbered cards either. Miles Straw for... Let me get these to focus first, so you can see them, hopefully. Come on, focus. Giving you guys a few seconds to buy those last 6 teams. We'll come back to Miles Straw if you want to see it. Miles Straw for Houston. That's going to be to 75, right? Sometimes it's hard to tell the blue from the purple from the black. They're kind of close. Keston Hiura for Milwaukee. Victor Mesa for Miami. I really want these to like be viewable, but I also want to get done with all the breaks before 10, hopefully. Anyway, so I'll put some pictures online too. Brendan Rodgers, that one's going to me, unfortunately. That will be available if someone wants it. And Eloy. Almost forgot we got an Eloy out of this. And then last but not least, I think this is the last one, yeah. Tristan McKenzie for Cleveland. Cool, David. I'm sure I got it. In fact, I didn't swipe it away yet, so I can confirm it right now. I see your email, though. Let me see. I'll pull it up real quick. Nope, that's not you. Maybe it'll come in a second. Anyway, I'm going to go. I have to make sure no one can buy those anyway, as soon as I'm done moving these cards. So I'll make certain that your teams are noted. Okay, let's move those. You guys have like 30 seconds to finalize any last purchases if you're going to do it. If you're not, no pressure. None at all. If it doesn't fill, it doesn't fill. We'll still break it. Okay, let me get this list cleaned up for the next one. Okay, let's see here. We have Optic quarter 1 is done. Okay. Optic quarter 2. Seems like we need to add stuff to this list. Let's see here. There we go. First of all, I'm going to turn off buying for it so no one can purchase after we start. Because that might be upsetting to someone if they find out that they don't get their cards. Private. Here we go. Optic 3-box break 2. Oops, wrong thing. Okay. In theory, no one should be able to buy into that. Any teams purchased after this point won't count. Let's make sure that saves real quick. And I'll go to my orders. Get David's teams, and then we'll break this open. And Archives is coming up after. Archives has plenty of teams open. We didn't pull anything super incredible out of the first case. And I think, to me, that means that we're due for something nice out of Archive Signature Edition. Let's see. Let me look at something real quick here. I mislabeled it, David. That's why I accidentally got you in here for the Orioles in the first break. Here we go. Fixed, and then we have one more. We have Miguel. Let's get Miguel's order. Excuse me. Miguel R. picked up the Cardinals in this break. Cool. Save that. Okay. You know what one of my favorite things about Pick Your Team is that I don't have to do randoms. I don't have to go to random.org every time. Breeze, what teams did you have? Let me see if I got it. I don't see an order in here. Maybe I did not. Let me find out. I don't see it, Breeze. Did you buy them on the website? You had to have, because I shut it down on eBay. Braves, Tigers, Twins. Okay, let's do this. 1 second. Sorry, guys, this is going to take 1 second. Let's get this figured out so you can get your teams. It did go through on PayPal? Let me check my email. I mean, if I see something in my email, then it's good enough for me and we can move on. I'll just put your name next to the teams and I'll figure out what happened on the website later. Go to my email. Tigers. Who do we say? Tigers, Twins, Braves. I see an out of stock notice for sure. 14 minutes ago. Payment from Zach. Yeah. What is that one? Yeah. All right. I don't need to look at this anymore. I'm not going to hold us up. Let me put your names next to those teams, and we're good. Yeah, sorry, Breeze. I don't know why it's not showing up in my order list for some reason. It's weird. But I definitely have you. So, Braves, Tigers, Twins. Oh, you know what? I want to make sure I send these to the right person, so... Whoops. Hold on. Let me just make sure I got the right... I want to put the right name next to it. That's Roger, right? Yep. Okay, cool. I'll get you Roger. Let's see here. Minimize that. I'll put Roger so that I don't get it mixed up. Braves, Twins. Thanks for picking those up last second. Helps out. And who else do we have? Tigers? Tigers. Okay, save that. Cool. All right, moving on. Let's get it done. Purchasing is closed down. Let me just make sure there's nothing I missed in chat. I got you, David. I got Miguel, and I got Roger. Cool. All right. Let's set this keyboard aside and get started here. 3 boxes. One of these is probably going to be a hot box. It should be. Any new guesses for hits? Cards numbered to 25 or less, or autographs? Think we'll get a second Vladdy auto, like the first case? Cavan Biggio. Riley auto. Jordan. Be nice to see another Jordan. Maybe a Wander Franco. Newman. Got some good guesses. There's a Mythical Best. Brandon Lowe is our first auto for the Rays. The Rays are going to David. So first auto goes to David. Oh, should probably show you the other cards out of that pack. Chris Davis, Prism Peak Performers for Oakland. Jackie Bradley Jr. for Boston Prism. Bryce Harper, Washington MVP. Pete Alonso, the rookies. It's for New York. Mets. What do you guys think I should put behind here to replace this out-of-date Topps poster? Maybe Topps will send me something new. Yeti Molina base. Max Scherzer. There's another red, white, and blue for Washington. It's a 150. Illusions Carlos Correa for Houston. Washington is Carroll. If I am correct, the name there is Carroll, but I think it's actually Matt, who I spoke with, who the cards go to. Rowdy Tellez, I have one of his autos. Otani highlights for the Angels. I don't even know. I don't need to look and see who the Angels are. Nomar Mazara for Texas Prism. The rookies, Kikuchi for Seattle. Seattle's Steven all the way through, too. Hoskins. Jose Ramirez for Cleveland, We the People. It's kind of hard to tell unless you're up close, but the We the People have the lettering on it. It actually says "We the People" in the border. Really hard to tell when it doesn't focus. Anyway, that's the 76 for Cleveland for Zach. Illusions, Paul Goldschmidt for St. Louis. As Miguel just picked up that team today. Mike Trout MVP for David's growing Trout collection, which will be full of duplicates. I'm sure you're going to have doubles of a bunch of those. Acuna Jr. base. Yelich from Milwaukee. Action All-Stars Prism. Roger has the Braves in this one. That's right. We just established that like 2 minutes ago. And I still had to look up and see. There's an Ohtani Action All-Stars. Suarez Diamond Kings. Laureano for the next auto. All right. I think everyone should guess Wander Franco. And then maybe he'll hear his name. His ears will be burning. Cal Quantrill for San Diego. I think that might be the only Cal Quantrill card I've seen at all out of these cases. It's kind of weird. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Well, the next auto is Kyle Wright for Atlanta. So Roger, you just picked up an autograph in the last few minutes. In the last minute purchase, anyway. Congrats, Roger. Kyle Wright. Not Wander Franco. Almost as good. Taylor Hearn, Texas Prism. I mean, Kyle Wright's like same as Vladdy or Joey Bart or anyone, right? Scherzer, Washington, Peak Performers. Kyle Wright's going to email me now. As if he's one of the 9 people watching right now. Hey, by the way, there's the rookies, Michael Kopech for Chicago White Sox. By the way, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you're also subscribed and you hit the bell icon so you can know about any break videos. I do contests, all sorts of things, so make sure you're aware of them before everyone else. Fernando Tatis Jr. for San Diego Peak Performers. Mookie Betts All-Stars for Boston. It also gives you an opportunity to be notified right away if you're in a break. You don't have to keep going and refreshing the page. There's some color. Alex Bregman for Houston Prism. And a Max Scherzer highlights. That color was, and there's Ohtani Diamond Kings. That was for the highlights. The red border around it. So, this was not a hot box. Although it did have some patriotic stuff in it. Eugenio Suarez for Cincinnati. That's the We the People variation. And the last pack. Pujols. Not autographed for St. Louis MVP. Okay, there goes box 1. Third of the way done in this break. I think we've got a 50-50 chance of this being a hot box here. I think we'll pull a Wander Franco auto. We got Tatis. Out of the 2 cases so far, we've pulled 3 Vladdy Juniors. One was to 50, I think. We pulled Alonso, Tatis, Pujols, Rod Carew, Victor Mesa. I'm sure there's some I'm forgetting. I know there's a lot of other autos. I'm sure there's other notable ones. Oh, the Eloy. We pulled Eloy. Jack Flaherty. Oh, here's some nice color. So that's a Prism for St. Louis. Luis Ortiz for Baltimore. There you go, to 50. It's for David. Illusions Baez for Chicago. Well, this is good. Let's do it this way. Dennis Santana on bass. Brad Keller, bass. Well, no, that's a Prism. Sorry. For Royals. 276, Jose Martinez, We the People. And we have an autograph. This one's going to Miguel, who picked this up literally like, I don't know, within the last hour, 15 minutes ago. Keith Hernandez. Another MVP auto. Yeah, I believe this this will be our hot box. There we go. I don't know if Miguel's watching, but congrats, Miguel. It's a very nice Keith Hernandez auto, MVP. All right. We'll do these autos. We'll set them in a separate pile. I want to count. I think there's going to be 5 autos in here. It is not numbered. That Keith Hernandez is... These MVP autos are nice, but they're not numbered. Thanks for subscribing. I get notifications for everything on my phone. It's annoying sometimes, but also useful sometimes. Oh, guys. We'll set that down for a second. Eloy, the rookies. Best thing out of this pack. It's not going to get any better in this pack, guys. If you believe that, I'll sell you the rest of the teams in this case for $1 million. All right, we'll set Eloy aside. Remember how I was talking about pulling Mike Trout's number to 25? David. Mike Trout All-Stars. Number to 25 for you. 11 out of 25. What's Trout's jersey number? Someone tell me what Trout's jersey number is. I forget. Very nice, David. Congrats. I was just saying you have way too many. 27. I don't know why I don't remember anyone's jersey numbers. Saying you have way too many Trouts. It's numbered 11 out of 25 up in the top corner. Black bordered All-Stars Prism. Very nice. This is a good hot box already. The first 2 packs have a Trout to 25 and a Keith Hernandez autograph. Max Muncy for Los Angeles Dodgers to 199. Right? Kershaw Dodgers Action All-Stars. Mike Trout All-Stars not numbered to 25. Cunha Jr. Base. Andahar for New York to 125. Right? The purple. Yep. Miguel Andahar to 125 purple variation. Griffin Canning Prism for LA. Nelson Cruz, Trey Mancini to 199 for Baltimore. Jose Ramirez highlights for Cleveland. Muncie Diamond King. I mean, I think this is a hot box. We haven't gotten another auto yet, though. It might be just full of numbered cards. Hoskins, Philadelphia. Devers for Boston to 125. Francisco Lindor, Action All-Stars for Cleveland. Yeah, you kind of cleaned up on the Angels, David. Especially with this last one. It's very nice. It probably pays for the rest of them. Mike Fultonwitz to 50? Yep, 24 out of 50 for Atlanta. That's going to Roger. Justice Sheffield, the rookies for Seattle. I see some green in here, guys. You know what that means? That Minnesota Nelson Cruz is numbered 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 for Minnesota. And that's going to, who has Minnesota? Roger. Right, you just picked that up. There you go, Roger. A couple of decent pickups in the last minute. Guys, this top loader is bent. I'm not putting it in here. Still good. I'll use it for something else. That one's bent. Look at the curve on this top loader. Really? Alright. Here's what we're going to do. Set those aside and open another box. I don't know why just the last 3 are crazy bent. The rest of them were fine. Weird. But these, so Optic and these kind of things, they already have a tiny bit of a curve to them. But that's way curved. I feel like it would affect the card. There we go. Should slide right in. There you go, Roger. Nelson Cruz, numbered 4 out of 5 for Minnesota. And then we also have Illusions, Juan Soto, and Kikuchi, base rookie. Hot boxes are 1 with 5 autos and 1 numbered box. In my last case, I had 2 hot boxes that had 5 autos each, I'm pretty sure. Jose Barrios from Minnesota, so this is probably the numbered hot box. To 150. Another Minnesota hit. Kind of hit. Trey Mancini, Baltimore, to 199. Francisco Lindor, Indians, Action All-Stars again, but this one's a Prism. I need a new stack. It's 2 of each. Okay, I see. Well, that would be even better then. Well, here we're going to have something in here. Baruki for Toronto, base. Buster Posey, MVP for Houston. Or San Francisco. Kevin Kramer for the Pirates. 150th anniversary to 150. And Jeff McNeil, New York. This one is to 50. Jeff McNeil, rated rookie, New York. This one's not black bordered to 50, but red border Jeff McNeil for the Mets. Who's the Mets? Thomas has the Mets. Thomas has been in a couple breaks. I don't know if he's watching right now, but congrats, Thomas. Jeff McNeil. Not bad. Taylor Hearn for Texas to 75. Peak Performers, Edwin Diaz for New York. And Paul Goldschmidt for St. Louis, Prism. Another to 50 for Roger. Colby Allard. Roger, you can try and put together this set now. You got 2 of them. You just need a few hundred more for Atlanta. Peak Performers Prism Variation Edwin Diaz for New York. If it's 2 of each, then that would mean we would have... This would be an autograph hot box coming up. Let's hope. Harrison Bader, St. Louis, to 199, and then Kristen Stewart for Detroit, the rookies. Yeah, Wander, come out and play. Yeah, maybe 200 more. I don't know. I forgot how many there are in here. Mitch Haniger for Seattle to 75 Diamond Kings. Mookie Betts highlights Prism Variation. That one goes over here. The good thing is the archive signatures will go pretty quick once we get to them. Walker Buehler for LA Prism. Jesus Aguilar, Milwaukee. We the People to 76. Milwaukee was Carolyn. Yelich, Milwaukee, Illusions. Greg Keller. Wander Franco, where you at, buddy? Aaron Nola. Benintendi. This one does have some curve to it. Benintendi Pink to 199. Altuve, there's Austin Riley, base, and Altuve for Boston Action All-Stars. Lots of good numbered stuff in here. Tylon for Pittsburgh. And then All-Stars to 99, orange, Mookie Betts for Boston. Going to Scott K. It's a nice Mookie Betts to 99. And then followed right up by a Mookie Betts highlights. Last one out of this box. We have a Rizzo, another 1/5. Starlin Marte for Pittsburgh Pirates. Nobody bought the Pirates. If anyone's interested, this card will be for sale. It's number 3/5. If not, I'll probably just throw it on eBay and start it at 99 cents or something like that in the very near future. Starling Marte to 5. Green. Peak Performers Yelich for Milwaukee. Starling Marte, Anthony Rizzo. All right, that's it for that box. Oh, we have one box left before I have to clean up. I'm trying to shortchange you guys. I'm sure you would have called me out. Let me know. It is a nice hit. I have several cards to 5 out of some of these products that I just haven't done anything with. One of the reasons I love to sell all the teams is, well, A, because I know the case is paid for, but B, I just don't have time to sell all these things on eBay or Twitter or wherever. You know how many Prism cards I still have? I have a few cards numbered to 5 out of Prism, autographs numbered to 10. Anyone want Tuki Toussaint Gold Auto out of 10 from Prism? That was a good numbered hot box. Let's see if we're going to have any hot box with this one. If it's true that you get 2 auto and 2 numbered. So right off the bat, we have a orange Carlos Rodon for the White Sox. It's for Ian to 99. And then Mythical Arenado for the Rockies. It's a Vladdy base. Yeah, this break's going pretty well so far, I think. The whole case is pretty decent. Joey Votto Prism. Oh, I believe this is to 35. Sean Reed Foley for Toronto. 6 out of 35. I forget what that variation is called. It's like a blue mojo something. I don't know. I'm making stuff up. Yeah, we do need to wander Franco out of here. Anyway, that's Toronto. That's going to Travis again. 35. Nice. Bryce Harper for Philly. Action All-Stars. Trey Turner, pink to 199 for Washington. Illusions, Aaron Judge. Sheffield and Haney. We have something here. So here's a Dylan Cease rated prospect. This is to 99 orange for Chicago. So if I'm not mistaken, that's going to be a White Sox going to Ian to 99. Very nice. We the People, Trevor Story for Colorado Rockies. Mookie Betts, Action All-Stars, and then Mookie Betts All-Stars. Can never have enough Mookie Betts. Oh, Velocity. That's for Vortex or Velocity? Velocity. Teal Velocity. Cool. Thanks, guys. I didn't study up on these very well. Scooter Gennett, 125 for Cincinnati. Starling Marte, Prism Diamond King for Pittsburgh. /21 out of 25 for St. Louis. Ted Simmons. It's going to Miguel. Again with the last second purchase. 21 out of 25. Very nice. I would say a few teams have been tearing it up tonight. Lots of incredible hits. I like that Ted Simmons. And behind Ted Simmons, we've got another teal Velociraptor. Vortex Raptor. Velocity. Salvador Perez for Royals. 35. Number 19 out of 35. Where's the Royals? Kurt P. And then Chris Bryant, Prism Variation MVP for Chicago. Mullins base. First ever card? That's cool. I really wish I had the first... Well, I don't even know what the first ever card I had was. I wish I knew it and had it. Be kind of a cool thing to keep. There's a Blake Snell to 150. 150th anniversary card for Tampa Bay. The rookies, Corbin Burns. Pete Alonso base rookie. Glaber base. Corbin Burns black to 50, right? No, that's to 25. 20 out of 25 Corbin Burns for Milwaukee. For Carroll. Anything under 100 is getting into a top loader, but the ones 25 and under I'm doing as I go. Peak Performers, Nolan Arenado for Colorado. Bader. There's Edwin Encarnacion. Stuck to whatever's behind it. I'm just stupid Austin Riley. Jerk. Number to 60. Red to 60. That's for Seattle. That's going to be... who had Seattle? Seattle. I know this. Steven. Austin Riley for Atlanta. Prisms variation. Ortiz and Bader. See some color back here. Framber Valdez for Houston, 150th anniversary, numbered to 150. Joey Votto MVP for Cincinnati. We got Tucker and Rodon. Yeah, it's funny, like, a lot of people could have picked up their whatever team they wanted through the whole case, but they just didn't sell very fast. So a lot of these spot sales were after promotions and coupon codes and a lot of prodding. Reese McGuire for Toronto to 99. It's going to be Travis, right? Yep. Peak Performance DeGrom for the Mets. Performers. Smoke and Kane. We need a, well, let's see. I think we hit our only 2 autos for this box, unless this is an auto box. But it's looking like a number box to me. Miguel Cabrera, Detroit to 99. Orange variation. That's for Roger. Royce Lewis, Moncada, Urena. My next break that I'm doing, I don't know what's coming up next, but whatever it is, I'll make sure and put the teams out way early so we can fill it faster and give everyone time to get their teams. It means some people will have to wait after they pay a little longer, but it'll still be, it's not any longer than you'd wait anyway, because it'll still break it on release day. Dennis Santana, Prism for LA, and then Mike Moustakas for Milwaukee to 50. Miggy. That looks gold to me. Nick Castellanos for Detroit, 9 out of 10. It's going to Roger, right? Detroit Tigers. There you go, Roger. Nice last second pickup there. It's a Diamond King to 10 gold. And then we have Josh Donaldson for Toronto MVP. Yeah, I'll try and make sure and let everyone know what the next break is. Long before it happens. Wilson Ramos to 25 for New York. 18 out of 25. It's a good numbered box. So we had 2 numbered boxes out of the 3 for this break. Sick break. And some not so bad autos too, I must say. Otani for LA Peak Performers. Have I hit anyone's guess, by the way? Because we had some guesses. Oh, there's Rowdy. Rowdy came out. To 199, Rowdy Tellez for Toronto, for Travis. Mythical Judge. Four packs left. And then we're going to do archives. Stick around, the archives will go fast. You want to see what we hit in them. Or if you're in the break. There's like 3 people total in the whole archives break, so there's 4 packs worth of time left to buy into those breaks. I think the cheapest teams are like $5 or $6. Use the coupons on Twitter to get 20% off. Just rob me blind. Or not really rob me blind, but you know what I'm saying. 150th anniversary Eddie Rosario from Minnesota. And then Pujols highlights to go with that autograph maybe. For Los Angeles. I guess the Pujols auto was St. Louis, so. Andahar is Zach Greinke. There's 150th anniversary Prism to 150. And that's for Arizona. 2 packs left. In the interest of time, I'm just going to shut down the half-case archives break as soon as we're done here, and then I'll do that. Verlander, Andrew Haney, orange for LA to 99. Estevan Florial for New York, Prism. Last pack. Yelich Prism for Milwaukee. Urena for Miami. Pink to 199. Tuve for Houston, MVP, and Joey Gallo, Diamond Kings. All right, guys. So let's do a recap real fast. There is a lot of color in this stack. Everything in here is number 35 to 99. I'm not going to go through all of those right now. You saw what you got, and I promised to send it. See if we can get these to focus real quick. Corbin Burns for Milwaukee to 25, not autographed. To 5 for Pittsburgh, Starling Marte. To 99, Jeff McNeil, orange for New York. Nelson Cruz for Minnesota to 5. Mike Trout to 25. All-Stars. That was 25, right? Yep. 11 out of 25 for David. Keith Hernandez for St. Louis. Beautiful autograph. Kyle Wright for Atlanta. Almost the same as Wander Franco. Brandon Lowe for Tampa. And then we're Wilson Ramos to 25 for New York. And then, I almost forgot about this Diamond King for Detroit. Nick Castellanos. That's for Roger. And Ted Simmons. And this one was to 25. 21 out of 25, Ted Simmons for St. Louis. For Miguel. Dylan Cease to 99. And then back to the start. Okay, so let me clean these up. Yeah, that Trout is awesome. Let's get these separated out. Let's see, how do I want to do this? I'm not going to be able to use my desk for the very foreseeable future, but that's all right. Okay. I'm going to put together a 5,000. This is what I should have done before this break, is put together a 5,000 count box with some separators, but that's okay. These are all separate. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to move some things out of the way here. Because all I really need for this break is this stack of graded card sleeves. So we have a case. Thank you, David. We have a case. This should go fairly quick. I'm going to turn off purchasing for this. Actually, let me do that before I break the case open. I don't foresee at this point, there's been plenty of time. I don't think anyone's going to buy into the other two breaks while I'm doing the first one, so I'm just going to shut them all off at this point. Cool. Good to have you here, Roger. Glad you could join in, and congrats on those hits. Let's see, where is it? Give me one sec. I'll shut these down for purchasing so that nobody thinks they're buying into an unbroken product after it broke already. Archives. All right. Make sure I didn't get any purchases in the last few minutes. Actually, anything that goes through is fair game. If it goes through before I shut it down, it's fair game. That one's hidden. Any of you guys watch Veronica Mars? I'm pretty sure that's what I'm hearing right now. My wife's watching. I did not think I was going to like that show at all. I kind of got into it a little bit. I mean, I'm okay not watching it right now, but it's interesting. It's been around for a long time. Okay, so that one's closed down. Should be anyway. Site's running a little slow, so give me 1 sec. It'll be almost done. For anyone who's not sticking around, thanks for joining in. Even if you're not in these next breaks, feel free to stick around and make your guesses. There's a whole lot of hits. Okay, so I think I got those shut down. Let me just double check this. Go back. Fresh. That. Okay, yeah, there's only one break left on the site right now, and that's leaf bats. Those spots are $5 a piece. So if you want to get in on leaf bats, we got one bat left that I haven't opened. Don't know who's in it. Those spots are $5 a piece. 31 spots total. 30 teams plus non-MLB. And if you are watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you're aware of any upcoming breaks that are happening. And subscribe or follow on Twitter. Check us out on Facebook. Just search for Card Warehouse. Okay, so the way we'll do this, I can't remember how this box is configured, but we have a half case and then two quarter case breaks. We'll just start with the half case break. Let me actually pull up the right list here. That's not it. Archives half. Yep. Look at all those open teams. Kind of sad, but that's all right. That's okay. So let's do this so I can see my chat. Okay, cool. So, all right. The way it's configured is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the back. So we'll do. I'm going to set it up right, and the boxes that are on the top when I set it up, those will be for this half case that we're opening right now. Okay. And they just want to come right out. There's 3, 4, 5. This is a weird product to break because a lot of people do, bump into the mic, a lot of people do, or I've seen it a lot, where people do the hit, like random hit, which essentially is just you're paying for a box, right? And I didn't think the odds of hitting something fun, I think the odds are a little different than if you do it by team. So it can be a little cheaper if you do it by team, but either way, it did not sell. As you can see, did not sell very well, so good luck everyone who did buy into this. We've got Michael VH, Scott K, who is in previous breaks tonight, Corey R, Ian did well in some breaks, Steven did pretty well in some breaks too, I think. Corey R with another team, or is it? It's either two different Corys or I spelled it wrong one time. I probably just spelled it wrong, I think. Matthew S, Oakland Athletics, I have a question mark next to. I don't know why that is. So if you bought Oakland Athletics in this half case, forgive me if I didn't get your name next to it. I will. I'll figure that out. I'm not going to take time to do it right this second. Matt Olson. All right, good guess. Thanks for sticking around, Carrie. Then we got Clayton is in this break as well. He was in the last one. And Steven's got another spot for the Rangers. So good luck. The first one is going to Kepler. That is a nice numbering out of the very first box. 9 out of 9 for the Twins. Kepler. Can't really see it. The numbering's up here. Right there. Tops fire. And I'm going to get the years wrong on a lot of these, I'm sure, so don't hold your hopes up too high. Oh man, I can't even see it. I think it's... Hold on. 1 second. This will help me. The year is 2018. Yeah, I was right. 2018 Max Kepler, 9 out of 9 for the Twins, and the Twins was nobody. That's going to be available for sale if somebody wants it. I'm just going to stack these over here. Yeah, I'll just go one at a time. All right, box 2. I'm not going to do what I did in the finest break. I think you were there, Carrie, where half the teams didn't sell, and I had so many hits that I just gave them all back to everyone who did buy spots. I can't afford to do that again. Here's a Zach Wheeler, 64 out of 69 for the Mets. And the Mets were picked up by whoever buys this card for me. No one bought the Mets either. So out of 69, that's going to be available for sale. I actually have a few others as well. So I'll probably do a post on Twitter maybe tomorrow or the next day with all my cards for sale. I have an injured puppy dog, so I'm going to try not to spend any more time after tonight other than sorting Optic and getting everything shipped. All right, box 3. Steven Souza Jr. to 99 for the Rays. And that's Topps opening day from, what year is that? 18? 2018 opening day for the Rays. The Rays. This is available for sale. No one picked up the Rays in this break. I am curious if you were looking at these and did not pick it up. I'm curious if it was the prices or just the fact that it's, in a half case break, there's only 10 hits total and 30 teams. So you only have like 1 in 3 odds, roughly. I don't know what the real odds are because there was not a checklist when I was looking. Anyway, box 4. Paul DeJong from the Cardinals, 22 out of 41. Cardinals, nobody bought either. I really hope we get a hit from a team that sold. I'll feel pretty bad if we don't. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Yeah, my poor puppy has a neck injury. Oh, that's cool. I didn't expect that. There's an Altuve. Who bought Houston? Who bought Houston? Well, that's unfortunate because this is my card. I'm going to have this up for sale. Altuve, Jose Altuve jersey auto number 1 of 1. 1 of 1. That is beautiful. It almost looks like the auto is printed, but you can see the pen indentation. Jose Altuve, 1 of 1. Well, I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit glad nobody bought Houston. I was actually hoping to get a Nolan Ryan out of it, but this is kind of better because a Nolan Ryan I'd be all conflicted about whether or not I can sell it. Yeah, my poor pup. I've been carrying him around like a baby half the time over the last couple of days because he's got a neck injury. He's not supposed to walk too much. He's not supposed to jump up and down off the couch or the bed. He's not supposed to play and wrestle with his little brother. There's lots of do not do this things that the vet said, the emergency vet the other night. Poor pup can't have any fun. Mike Fultonwitz to 99 out of Heritage. On that Altuve was from what? I mean, it looks like a Heritage. Yeah, that's a Heritage. 2014 Heritage. And this one is... What year is that one? 17? I was real close. 2011. Only off by 6 years. Anyway, to 90. Fultonwitz. And that is the Lexington Legends. Who's Fultonwitz play for? Is that Braves? If so, that's going to Michael VH. I just don't remember who he plays for now. Can't think of it. Okay, 4 boxes left in the half case. Maybe we'll get another 1 of 1. Oh, man. I say it and it happens. Salvador Perez out of Topps Chrome. 1 of 1. Salvi Perez, who plays for the Royals. I had to cheat and look. That's a shiny card. 2 1 of 1s already out of just the half case. Much better, immediately much better than the whole last case we did. And so what do we say? That's Royals. Again, nobody bought the Royals. That's unfortunate. But so that'll be available for sale too. I'll put them up on. I'll probably have those up on eBay. Start them cheap and let them go for what they go for. So the Braves, stripers, the strippers. So the Braves, that one was going to. That previous one was going to Michael VH. Then that Fultonwitz. All right, box 7. Domingo Santana to 98 for the Brewers. Oh, and both of these last two are Topps 2017 Topps. Brewers. Who has Brewers? Brewers. Nobody has Brewers. Nobody bought the Brewers. That card is also going to be available for sale. I honestly would have preferred to sell out this break, but that's okay too. Kerry, you think of Matt Olson's coming out of this, huh? We need another 1 of 1, don't we? Oh, well, that's not that far off, I guess. For the Phillies, Odubel Herrera. Phillies are going to Corey R. to 21 for Corey R. Congrats, Corey. All the magnets. Most of the magnets stick together. Some of them repel each other, like these two. It's weird. It's just how they put them in the one touches. All right. Do we get another 1 of 1? Something 10 or less out of this half case? Nope. But we do have, for Texas, we have Mitch Moreland. And that's to 80. Number 70 out of 80 for Texas. Texas is going to Stephen K. Congrats, Stephen K. And that's coming out of, was it 12 or 14? I mix them up sometimes. 2011. I should know that. All right, that's the half case. Set these aside here. And for the quarter case number 1, we're going to start on the right side. Let me switch the list over. So we got 2 1-of-1s, but we didn't sell enough teams for those to be hit by anyone but me, unfortunately. Where are we? That's 6 half. 6 quarter 1. There are only a few spots sold here. 7 total. 23 spots unaccounted for. It's alright. We'll get through it pretty quick. So far out of this case, and for the first one, we always try and go on the right, so we'll pull these 5 boxes here. And then let me just make some space. These 5 are going to be, my hands aren't big enough to grab all those. These are going to be for the second quarter case. Oh, I'm totally going to drop them. Do not drop. Sorry guys, they had to go off camera because I was going to drop them. Okay. Quarter case break 1. We have Kevin S. Scott K. Wow, Kevin bought into this a long time ago, I think. We need to pull a 1-of-1 for Kevin out of this for buying in so early. Scott K, Corey R, Stephen K, Sean B, Carl M bought a couple of spots. All right, good luck, everyone. We'll say congrats. We haven't opened anything yet. 5 total hits out of this. Hopefully we'll pull another 1-of-1 or 2. That's not bad. 6 out of 51, Matt Carpenter for the Cardinals. Cardinals are going to Carl M. So congrats, Carl. Not bad. That is 6 out of 51. Who else besides Carrie's watching? I see you. I see you're there. Just so quiet. $34 out of 35, Jean Segura for the Mariners. Nobody picked up the Mariners. So once again, that will be available for purchase if someone wants to make me an offer. Otherwise, I'll put it on eBay or somewhere. Box 3, the midway point. For the A's, Sean Manaea. This is out of, oh man, I'm horrible about saying what these are out of. The last one was out of Bunt, 2017. This one is 20 out of 99 out of opening day. Is that 18 opening day? 18, yep. Sean Manaea. That's for Oakland. Nobody picked up Oakland. This is sad. Where's our troll from the start of the video? He should be in here making fun of not filling this case. That's alright, I got 2 1-of-1s out of it, so I think I'll be whole on this case, especially with that Altuve. It'll work out okay for me. 97 out of 99. This is Bowman 18? Yep. 2018 Bowman Max Fried for Atlanta. There you go, Kevin. That is 97 out of 99 Max Fried for the Braves. Congrats, Kevin. Yeah, I blocked all his comments a long time ago because I couldn't see everyone else's chat. He was bogarting the chat with his 12-year-old bullshit. So I just I wanted to be able to see what you guys were typing. If anyone had questions or comments or guesses or whatever, so I just blocked him and reported him. Oh, that's nice. I guess we did pull a 1-of-1 out of this one too. This one's going to the White Sox, which nobody purchased. It's Tim Anderson for the White Sox. I actually know someone who might want that. 1-of-1. Oh, he could be 12, yeah. Entirely possible. I doubt it, though. I think he just acts 12. He's probably like 40 and lives in his mom's basement. Tim Anderson, 1-of-1. Very nice. So that was... I need to mark this one. Quarter case 1. Okay. Quarter case 1. Wow, I blurred up the whole screen. Cool. Okay. Quarter case 2. This is the last break of the night unless someone buys all the bat spots in the next 10 minutes. Let me pull up the right list. Where are you at? Archive 6-2. This one had one more team sold. Carl's got a couple spots again. Corey's got a couple spots again. Kevin, Scott, and Steven. Lots of familiar names. Thanks for joining multiple breaks, of course. Hopefully we'll pull some fire, as they say, for you guys. Box 1. So far, this case has been 1-of-1 heavy. 3 already out of this case, so maybe we'll have a 4th. Maybe someone else besides me will get it. Oh, that's not bad. All right, box 1, we have J.P. Crawford, 3 out of 14. This is coming out of Bowman Chrome 17, 18? 15, looks like. For the Phillies. J.P. Crawford for the Phillies. That's going to Corey R. Congrats, Corey R. I'm not going to sell that on eBay. Promise. 3 out of 14. 3 out of 14 for Corey. Box 2. Opening day 2016. Numbered 16 out of 99, Mike Fiers for Houston. And Houston was not purchased. I like the Archive SIGs. I don't know if I'd be able to do another break until I've got a lot more traffic on the website, maybe. Maybe when my breaks are selling out much faster, I could do one of these again. All right, box 3, halfway through. Not bad, not bad. For the Tigers, Ian Kinsler. Nobody picked up the Tigers, but that is numbered 9 out of 15 for Detroit Tigers. Opening day 2016, I think. Looks like 16. Box 4. Looking for another 1-of-1. We'll have to look in the next box. This one's going to Rockies at a Bowman Chrome from 2015. 32 out of 63. The stamping is heavy. You can see it indenting. That's for the Rockies. That's Stephen K. Congrats, Stephen. And that's, that's Ryan McMahon. I almost said McMahon. And the last box for the night, guys. And then I've got a lot of work sorting and packing and shipping and apparently selling one-of-ones. Remember to follow on, if you're not already, follow on Twitter, CW Breaks, and subscribe on YouTube. And hit the bell icon. Zach Cozart for the Angels. 4 out of 25. This one's coming out of Big League. Topps Big League from 2018 Big League. For the Angels. Nobody picked up the Angels. Alright. So that is it. Out of this one we had, we'll recap I guess. What's notable in here? The Kinsler's not bad out of 15 for Detroit. And then out of 14, J.P. Crawford for Philadelphia. Quarter case 1, we had out of 51, 30 out of 35, Jean Segura for the Mariners. And then, of course, the 1/1, Tim Anderson for the White Sox. And then out of the half case that we opened first, what was real notable in here? Let's see. Out of 21, Odubel Herrera. 1/1, Salvador Perez. 1/1, Altuve. Set these 1/1s aside, actually. Out of 41, Paul DeJong. And then 9 out of 9, the first card we opened with, Max Kepler for the Twins. Okay, that does it for tonight. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being part of the break and chatting. And if you have special requests for any cards that you got in any of these breaks, let me know, and I'll try and accommodate before shipping. And we'll catch you guys later.